From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Watch twist. Over.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
'53. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
The Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Go waiting. 57. Cross the pass. 0-2, 0-2. Here we go. Mike's 57, 56. Orbit.
Breeze now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready, 95, 56. 48 right now, let's go. I'm going to run you over. 12, 12, 12. Check 43.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys. Defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56, 95, 56. Watch the pass. Tight dog. 57 the mic. And I'm coming after you.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze, and it's caught. The tight end Hill. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Sammy. 57's right. Watch the screen.
Here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
57, Mike, 5-9. It's our time.
Breeze will try again on second down. And Thomas has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Breeze now to throw. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Room to run inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 6-yard line. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Intended that time for Cooper.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You kill. 5-1. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Wide. Get wide.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
11. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Oh, you got deep? Hey, zoom. Tonight.
Breeze now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. I'm coming after you. 21. 50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
57. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Shoot.
Kill.
Breeze to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 29, Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go right in. 6, right there, 56. Rock QB's up. Rock QB's up. 26.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch the screen. Check flag 47. Check flag 47. And let's pin the beat.
Prescott to throw this time. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Under. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Hey, 47. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That would complete to Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Forbath will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Don't let him free. Play outside deep. Don't let him free, defense. Check.
Breeze going to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Ready. Yellow lady. Something's wrong. Hey, Q. Kill.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Well.
Check Mike 57.
Again, it's Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We're good. I fool. Ready. 57 to Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Watch 57. Let's go, baby. They turn over.
Hey, Haywood.
Get that ball.
Breeze now on first down. This is caught by Ginn. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Guilt trip is here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
4 yards on that
95,
last
56,
completion, so that
95,
sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. So don't.
Hey, Steve 6. Ready, cut.
To throw is Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Ready.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Tonight.
Now Breeze again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
11.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They go to Elliott again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Jim.
This is Elliott. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
That's all right. Here we go, 46. 46.
47 is the mic. 47.
10th carry now for Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. To throw again on second down. Brees, that's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Brees now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Brees gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
57.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Check 9, check 9.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you. 49, check 49, check 49.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. Cooper was the target there. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
55 is my guy, 55.
Here we go, here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 48 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's caught. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
What's tight? Tight is right.
First and goal at the
Shotgun now for Breeze. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Check my 47. What we got? What we got? We're going to 53. Check. 26.
On third down, Elliott finding room at the 30 and finally taken down at the 36-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Cowboys, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.